their own 21-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's tackled.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a run with Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. It's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Tannehill. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Take him down right. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
Tannehill's pass.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Now Tannehill setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
Makes the score.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 18-yard line.
'Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Devontae Adams.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Again, it's Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And Adams has it, complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Love going to give this one to Jones. he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Down at the 8-yard
He's
line.
definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Love from the gun on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Tannehill. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
tackle.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Off play action, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Going for the deep ball. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Love from the gun. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
The Viking ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Love now on 2nd down. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 25-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Right there. 54.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Second down. Love. They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Mike, 55. Check.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Down at the 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Complete.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though.
It's 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And he finds Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Let's go.
Tannehill on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Tannehill throwing again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A gain of 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And the Vikings first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
BC Johnson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Tannehill. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And it is up.
It is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Packers 3. Dan Bailey to kick off 4 minutes.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun. Love. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
3.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Alexander Madison.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. On
2nd down, Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Tannehill. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Bailey's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Love from the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 51 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Love looking to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Check, block 54. Hey, tight down. There you go. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Love. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Here's Love. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
The 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
By the Vikings.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Cook. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Minnesota, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a